Right, hi everyone, thanks for joining. We're going to do a full test route today at Kettering Test Centre. Now, as we're doing that, I'm going to be talking through some of the bits and bobs, or even trying to talk in between the sat-nav. It talks over me massively. But yeah, we're going to have a look, we're going to see what kind of things might come up on this particular route, any interesting bits we will talk about. And yeah, keep an eye out, see what's going on, see if you can see any faults. You know, not everyone's perfect, so we'll see what's happening. Good route this, goes along the A14 for a little bit, over junction 7 roundabout, and back through Kettering to the test centre.
After 100 yards, turn right, then, at the end of the road, turn right. Turn right, then, at the end of the road, turn right.
So there's our centre, that's where you'd come out from.
Turn right, Orion Way.
They've put some really nice skips here, which are really fun to deal with at the moment. Just trying to see if anyone's coming through. No, we're okay for a bit.
After 90 yards, turn right.
So, we can see that we're following the sat-nav for the first part of the route. About 20 minutes worth of sat-nav driving.
Turn
That's your
right,
independent
Orion
driving.
Way.
Always best to look ahead at these sat-navs because they don't talk in the best of places. We can see we're going
After
straight.
100 yards, cross the roundabout and take the second exit. Cross the roundabout and take the second exit.
And look ahead again at the sat-nav now. We can see we're going third exit, and the
After
planning
100
board.
yards, cross the roundabout and take the third exit, A509.
The planning board shows that it
Cross
is.
the roundabout and take the third exit.
The planning board shows that it's straight ahead. It's not the last exit, so you can use both lanes here to continue straight. You just have to exit in the same lane. So, for example, if you did that in the right lane, you have to leave in the right-hand lane. Yeah?
After 200 yards, cross the roundabout and take the second exit, A509.
So many people fail
Cross the
Tesco's
roundabout
roundabout.
and take the second exit.
And again, look ahead at the sat-nav. We can see that we're turning right, so I'm going to plan to get in the right-hand lane. Take note of when it actually tells us we're turning right.
After 100 yards, go right on the roundabout and take the fifth exit, A14, towards the Midlands.
You see, you're very close there. If it's a busy day, you're not going to be able to get into this right-hand lane. If you're not using the image well on the sat-nav, if you're just relying on the audio, you know, that can get you into some bother. So there's exit 4. Looks clear. I'm going to signal for it and start
Take
making
the
my way
exit,
over.
A14.
And we can see that the left-hand lane becomes the drive lane on this dual carriageway. The right lane, you have to work your way into an already active lane, into what will become the middle lane. So it's a nice way on if you ever get these types of entrances to dual carriageways. Now, looking at the sat-nav, we've got 2.5 miles till exit 7. That's plenty of time to be doing some overtaking if it's suitable to do it. It's important that you make progress when you can, especially during a driving test, because you need to kind of show off your knowledge. For example, if I'm being examined now, I'm in the overtake lane looking like I'm going to make some progress on these trucks. It shows that I know what the lanes are for, I know what the speed limit is, and I'm happy to do that. I can see this truck popping out to the middle. It's safe, so I'm going to move into the far right lane again to keep that progress up. Still got 1.75 miles till my exit.
After 1.8 miles, take the exit 7A43 towards Kettering.
This guy's just signalling right whilst in the drive lane. Is he thinking of moving, or is it stuck on? I gave them a bit of a wide berth there, and now that I'm ahead of them, I'm coming back just in case. 1.25 miles until my exit. It's quite busy ahead of me, so I'm going to commit back into the drive lane now. When it's busy, less than a mile, or at a mile, I'd say that's probably not much time for overtaking when it's quite busy. Car ahead of me on the slip road, nothing to the side, a few behind. All nice and clear. Now this lane's becoming the exit. The sign above explains that.
After 800 yards, take the exit 7A43 towards Kettering, then go right on the roundabout and take the 5th exit A4300. Take the exit 7, then go right on the roundabout and take the 5th exit.
Now, I'm undertaking the truck, or am I? This is its own lane now, the markings have changed, so have the cat's eyes. Is that undertaken? Is that
After
okay?
400 yards, go right on the roundabout and take the 5th exit.
So 5th exit, that's the hospital on the sign. We can see by the rest of the signs, the left and middle lane.
Go right on the roundabout and take the 5th exit, A4300, towards Kettering.
The left and middle lane go as far as the 3rd exit. So I'm going to expect this right hand lane to start moving me over somewhere after the 3rd exit. Now you might have noticed down that road there's not really any signs until you get quite close. One of my pupils came up with a good rhyme for this. She said, going to the hospital is shite, so stay to the right. Not very professional teaching, but it works. Anyway, here comes the 3rd exit. What I'm doing now, I'm watching my left mirror to make sure no one looks like they're going to try and go into my lane. It's a really common fault, this one, whilst I follow it all the way across to the left hand lane here. This left hand lane now will get you to exits 4 or 5. So after exit 4 here, I'm checking my mirrors and I'm signalling.
Take the exit A4300, Warren Hill.
And I'm also watching this right door mirror here, because 2 lanes on the exit there very quickly became 1. So I want to make sure no one's trying to force their way past
After
me.
300 yards, turn right, B5323, dips lane. Turn right.
I was really expecting that Amazon van to go then. They usually do, don't they? Must be his first day. It's a stereotype, but there's no smoke without fire. Right, now this road that we're on, we've got 30 repeaters here to remind you. I think because speeding is very common on this road. You know, there's also no street lights here, so that's why we're being reminded it's 30. But like I say, really common area this for speeding. It's quite long, quite straight, quite wide, not too much going on, so it's easy to run away with your speed when it's like this. So all I'm doing is regularly checking my speedo, making tiny adjustments on the throttle if I need to. Now the other thing about this road as well is, at Kettering, you know, if you're on this road, it's very likely you might be asked to do that right reverse manoeuvre. You know, where you pull up on the right hand side of the road and reverse back for 2 car lengths. Yeah, they seem to really like it on this road. the odd obstacle like that to deal with, so make sure you're keeping your wits about you when there's parked cars
After
around.
300 yards, turn left, A6013, Northampton Road. Turn left.
Now this junction here, we can see it's give way, it's not stop. It's a very open junction. By that I mean, if you can see it's safe to, you don't necessarily have to stop here. In fact, stopping could be quite hesitant. That time I had those 3 cars come in, so I had to pause for them, let them through. But a lot of the time, if you can see it's clear there, you can just kind of roll out slowly, making sure you're looking both ways, not just the right. That's a really common fault when people turn left. Someone trying to back out of the driveway. Have they seen
left
me?
on the roundabout
They have.
and take the first exit, A6003, Northfield Avenue.
So just left first exit on this. We're not touching the double
Go left on the
roundabout.
roundabout and take the first exit.
So all I'm looking for here is my immediate right. No one there, but I'm just going to pause here at the line as if it were busy, so that I'm not getting involved in this queue. The learner's on the move now, so I'm going to wait for them. Oh, I've got a blocker coming round from the left side here, so that gives me a nice opportunity to get on. Really important that, don't just stare at the right when you're waiting to enter a roundabout. Look around, look for your blockers.
After 100 yards, go right on the roundabout and take the second exit, Meadow Road. Go right on the roundabout and take the second exit.
I think a lot of people forget this one's a roundabout as well, you know. Get a lot of people stopping there when that traffic ahead of us is flowing. It was quite clear this time, but other times people just tend to stop and they're not even looking to the right. Yeah, really common on that. I've got some interesting road signs coming up here. It's one way, but can you see what other type of road user can come the other way for the contraflow? Let me know if you saw it.
Road, turn right, Trafalgar Road.
Sharp bend that one, so I've dropped into second, and I'm turning right at the end of the road. As we've already identified, it is one way, so I'm committing to this right lane. That kind of works for this truck, whatever this person's doing.
Turn right.
Really poor visibility as well with this junction. You have to get quite close to it to be able to see past this brick wall. I can see both ways, that I'm nice and clear, so I'm going. And the top of this road, this can be quite tricky as well. If you drive around Kettering, you've probably come here before.
After 100 yards, turn left, Lower Street.
It's a zebra crossing and the visibility to the left and right is really poor.
Turn left.
I'm going to be cautious here. Okay, I'm through. I can see there's no cars on the right here, so I can cross this giveaway line, and I'm going to scoot into the right hand lane because I can see that I'm turning right, even though the sat-nav's not told me. So again, just look ahead and you might get an idea of what you're doing before you're told to turn.
After 90 yards, turn right, A4300, Northall Street, then keep right.
Now you've got to pay attention to the straight ahead at this crossroads as well. It's really quiet, but every now and again you get someone come out and it can kind of change how things happen there. Maybe I'll come back and do another video on it. Plant a stooge to leave at the same time.
After 200 yards, keep right, then you have reached your destination.
So it says keep right. Looking at the sat nav, I'm continuing straight. So looking ahead at the floor, I can see some floor markings now. Ahead is in the right lane.
Keep right, then you have reached your destination.
There we go. So when the sat-nav says that it's reached the destination, on this route, this is where the examiner takes over the direction. What they'll remind you of is, if I want you to go straight ahead, I may not say anything, so follow the road ahead at all times, unless I want you to turn left or right. And if I do, I'll tell you in plenty of time. So what's going to happen now, I'm going to direct myself. Silence means straight, yeah?
After 100 yards, you have reached your destination. You have reached your destination, Eskdale Street.
So now the sat-nav has finished. I've not been given any signs of direction, so at the moment I'm thinking to continue straight ahead. Someone's getting beeped. Are they not going? Well, it looks like we might be here now for a little bit. So I can tell you a little bit about myself. I've been an ADI, an approved driving instructor, for about 10 years now. I know I look good for it, but yeah, it's been a bit of a journey, you know. I've kind of dabbled in social media before, but I thought, you know, try and put myself out there a little bit more. I'm busy enough work-wise, I'm never not busy, but you see a lot of this sort of stuff out there now, don't you? And there's some good stuff, there's some not so good stuff, so I thought I'd chuck my hat in, why not? Still no direction, so I'm continuing straight ahead here. Horrible, but yeah. And again, I've been given no direction, so I'm looking at following the road ahead. You can see the van in front is signalling because that is a turn, that isn't the road ahead. The road ahead is to my right here. One way road again this, so it's okay that I'm using the middle. And at the traffic lights we're turning left, that's what you'd be told here. We can see by the sign there's a choice, left or right, so I must signal here, and I'm going to keep this cycle lane clear. Can you see that? Some days when the sun's doing its thing, that can be really tricky to see. It's important to leave that clear. And just around the corner here, look at that light above you there. Why didn't I stop for that? Because there's no secondary line. There's only a line for the first set of lights, and then there's no other line. Did you notice the big cone or collar around the light? That's there so that I don't see it, because it's not for me. Now I'd like you to follow the road ahead, both sets of traffic lights, and I'd like you to start in the left-hand lane. Think about that instruction, start in the left-hand lane. First of all, they've told me that because the road markings are not very good, so I know to be here. But start in the left-hand lane. Why have they said that? This right-hand lane here next to me is for going right only at the lights just ahead of me. So what's going to happen after these traffic lights? I'm hanging back so I can see the floor, and I can see that the left lane becomes left only, and the right lane is for straight ahead. Left only arrow there, don't get eager. So yeah, there was a big clue there, wasn't there? Start in the left hand lane. You've got to really listen to the way that you're directed on your driving test and in your driving lessons as well. You know, as instructors do that kind of thing when you're becoming more independent. Now the road we're on, oh, that button's just been pressed. Are they going to go? No, so I'm carrying on. The road that we're on now, it's quite a big one for being asked to pull up on. You know, looking at it, it doesn't look great for pulling up on, does it? There's nothing illegal, there's nothing wrong with pulling up here, it's just not very convenient for the people around you. So I'll tell you what, let's have a little go at pulling up, shall we? The first thing is about committing. Have a little look, pop the signal on, start slowing yourself down a bit, find yourself a nice raised curve. Not too close to a junction, you can't go within 10 metres of a junction. There we go, now that I'm parked, I'm going to secure the car, handbrake and neutral, and I've cancelled my signal, okay? If you're just pulling up just to pull up in a driving test like you might be asked to do, then as soon as you pulled up, your examiner will say thanks, you can drive away again when you're ready. So you just got to get yourself ready to go. And now I'm just watching in my mirrors, some blind spot checks, signal, and I'm away. Like I say, it's all about committing, that kind of thing. You see people drive for ages after you've asked them to pull up on a road like this. Now I'd like you to continue straight ahead at the roundabout and take the second exit. That's the instruction for this one. Easy peasy. And at the next roundabout, I'd like you to turn right, second exit towards Wellingborough. Here we go, we can see the planning board, it is right, it is second exit. I'm going to give the learner in front a little bit of space here. It's important to remember that they're not potentially going to go at the same time that you would. So let's leave them some space. We all know what it's like, don't we, when you're waiting. This is slightly on a slope as well, so if they're in a manual car, then they might be struggling to get going a bit here. You don't want the added pressure of someone being right up your arse, do you? That blocker there, that gave me a nice little chance to go. And now we're pretty much on the home straight. Just making our way all the way down this road to the roundabout, and then we're turning right, we're back into the industrial estate for the test centre. Now, it's important to not get complacent. You need full concentration until you've parked that car up back at the test centre, yeah? Seen too many tests fail within the last 5 minutes. So here what I'm doing, I'm looking, scanning the road, keeping an eye on everything, but also keeping an eye on my speed as well. It's a 30 road this, and like the other one, this is quite a hot spot for speeding. It's all a bit downhill now, so it's easy to let the car run away from you. You know, if you know you're on the way back to the test centre as well, you might start to relax. It's almost over, you know, that kind of thing. Like I say, max concentration till you've got that handbrake on in the test centre car park, yeah? So I can see now I'm kind of hovering around 27. I've not even got my foot on the accelerator. the slope is kind of doing the work for me, and I'm keeping a nice healthy separation distance with the silver car in front. But yeah, I hope you found this helpful today. I'm going to try and make some more content. If I'm completely honest, I don't really enjoy doing it, do you know what I mean? But I am happy to come out and do this. I've had flitters and flutters with social media, but yeah, I've told myself this year I'm going to try and get a little bit more serious about it. So if you want full test routes, if you want specific things doing, you know, right on the video, let me know, and I'm more than happy to come out and do some stuff, you know. Now we're turning right at the next roundabout, 4th exit towards Pytchley. You've got to watch this one as well. Tesco's roundabout, this can get really busy. You can't see that much into the entrance on our right either, so things can take you by surprise a little. But we're all clear. 4th exit. Nice. We're continuing straight at the next roundabout, 2nd exit. Almost there now. Right now, it's cleared up a bit actually, and those skips have gone from earlier. Always nice. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I hope that was helpful. Like I say, if you need anything doing, if you want any particular videos making, let me know. I'm probably going to be starting to do some stuff with my learners as well. But yeah, we'll see if anyone actually wants to do it. Cheers. Thanks for watching.